Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Today we're taking a look at a nice little stocking stuffer. Definitely not for the kiddies. This is the Olight Otacle 2. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but how are you supposed to pronounce it? Oracle Otacle. That's the best I can do. The Otacle 2. I'm not here to talk about any other Prybar. This is made by a company called Olight, which is not true. This is actually made by the flashlight company Olight. Yes. However, on the box, it says Olight. Although considering the font, that says D-knife. That's right. We have a Prybar made by D-knife. D-knife. I'm sorry. That's a little funny to me. But yeah, despite what it says, and you will not find Olight printed anywhere on this lovely little box that can easily be gift wrapped. Yeah. D-knife, O-knife, no, Olight. Olight. This is an Olight product. Titanium Prybar, so very lightweight, very handy, and as you can see from the box, you do get a pocket carry clip. Nice. Unfortunately, it's not a low-profile pocket carry clip. Some people will hate that. Some won't mind. Let's take a look at what you get in the box. Now, obviously, I've opened this and used it before. Otherwise, I wouldn't be reviewing it. So you open it up, and over here, you get a nice little pull tab that says slide open. Okay. Push that down a little bit, and we just slide open. There we go. Put that aside. Now, what you'll find inside is when you first open it, you'll find the titanium Prybar in shrink wrap. That's right, vacuum sealed shrink wrap. Obviously, I don't have the shrink wrap anymore. And you also get this little, moisture fighter. Yeah, we don't need that. You do get the Prybar, and some guys are just going to not like this. Let's just address it immediately. That peach, possibly pink-looking thing, I'm not gonna lie, my camera is not doing this copper plate, very thin copper plate, any justice. On camera, it looks to be light peach. In reality, it's quite a bit darker, almost pink, almost pink. So that's gonna turn off some guys. You got beautiful blue screws holding this thin copper plate in place. And you've got beautiful blue screws holding the clip in place. Yep, model name right on there. And again, D-knife, O-knife. It's supposed to be O-knife, but yeah, no, Olight. Olight. You guys over at Olight, you're not fooling anyone. Come on, no. Just put Olight. You don't have to put O-knife, but okay. So yeah, this copper plate, which is considerably darker in shade in real life than what my camera is showing, it almost looks pink. So some guys not gonna like that. Personally, what I would have liked, since this is as you can see, titanium, although not shiny titanium. What I would have liked is maybe a shiny piece of titanium plate, or you take titanium, you put a flame to it, and it comes out a gorgeous, flowing shade of blue. Not dark blue like this matte, but blue like these screws, only flame-kissed. It makes a beautiful pattern, and I would have really preferred to have seen that on here. I think this was a misstep by Olight, putting this copper plate that to some is going to look like hot pink. But okay, does the plate do anything? No, it just looks nice. Just like the screws holding it in place, and the screws back here, they could have been black, they could have been shiny, but a lovely light blue shade. Very nice. Can you get this in black? As far as I know, nope. This is it. You get gray titanium and a bead-blasted copper plate. This is not going to get darker. This is a clearly, and you can feel it, a bead-blasted copper plate. So no fingerprints. The oils from your hands won't be absorbed and turn this darker. Some guys prefer that. And here it is. Now, let me just get that out of the way. Length, one end to the other, just a hair over 4.5 inches, but basically 4.5 inches. And that makes a pretty good size. Now, keep in mind, I wear large size gloves. So in my hand with 4.5 inches, and I'm not trying to wrap my index finger around the freaking bottle opener feature, but yeah, just behind the bottle opener, thumb on top, I can get a solid 3-finger grip on the bottom. So 4.5 inches, solid 3-finger grip on the bottom, not 4. And yeah, it's nice. Very non-threatening, very visually appealing. Now, is there anything else in the box? Well, yes. You actually get, in its own separate little compartment, a length of OD green paracord. Now, this is not a lanyard. This is not a fully assembled, awesome-looking lanyard like you get with certain flashlights from certain brands. Nope. This is just a length of 550 paracord. Yeah, just a small length of 550 paracord in OD green. Yeah, not exactly a visually pleasing color, but that's what you get. Little strange, but okay, let's put this length of paracord aside because let's face it, no one's going to use it. Here, yeah. Now, you don't get any drivers. Yeah, you don't get any detachable magnetic drivers, although you could put one through there and awkwardly use it to tighten something down. Phillips head driver, slotted driver. You don't get any with the Prybar. And honestly, despite what it looks like, yeah, realistically, that's just a hex-shaped lanyard hole. I mean, seriously, there's no way to carry a half driver, slip it in there and just start tightening stuff down. No, that's a hex-shaped lanyard hole. And as you can see, yeah, let me just show you. Yeah, that's how much is going to be sticking up out of your pocket. And as you can see, yeah, it's light gray with 2 small blue screws. That's how much will be sticking up at the top of your pocket. And at the bottom of your pocket seam will be this clip. So yeah, not low profile at all. I guess if you wanted to, and if you were careful, you could take a can of flat black spray paint, use painter's tape to tape off this side and just spray it down if you want to. But that would make it look ugly. So just keep in mind, if you're looking for a very lightweight, not too long titanium pry bar with a screwdriver tip, and you really want something that's low profile, yeah, this is not the one for you. Sorry. And it's very straightforward. Lanyard hole shaped like a hex clip. Now, the top and bottom with these ridges, just ever so tiny bit sharp, but no, not a big deal. This shouldn't tear up your pocket seam. Down here, well, yeah. I mean, we all know what this is for, and honestly, it's just a useless feature. It really is. I mean, seriously. No one's going to use this, but it does further lighten the weight and makes it look like it has more functions than it really does. Up here, well, down here you get nothing, just a couple of cool ridges, actually 5. And over here, yep, a ruler in millimeters. Yeah, that's, yeah. So if you need to measure something in millimeters, there you go, although none of the increments are actually marked with numbers. Guys, plain and simple, this is a nice looking titanium pry bar, 4.5 inches in length, and yes, there will be some specs in the description box below. Check that out when the video is over. But realistically, you got a 4.5 inch, good looking titanium pry bar with a bead blasted thin copper plate, blue screws holding it in place, blue screws holding the clip in place, bead blasted titanium finish that feels exceptionally smooth. Actually, smoother than the copper plate. So that's a bit weird. Maybe the titanium isn't bead blasted. The process of making titanium will sometimes leave it gray. So, okay, maybe it's bead blasted, maybe not. It looks bead blasted, it doesn't feel bead blasted. The copper plate sure as heck does. Realistically, forget this. It's a flat, very narrow flathead screwdriver tip that you can use for certain prying jobs. and it comes with a bottle opener. That's what you're getting. This is a very old type of tool that normally was a lot smaller and made to fit on a keychain. What you're realistically getting: titanium pry bar, nice pocket carry clip, mounted low, bottle opener feature, flathead screwdriver feature that's thin enough to be useful but not too thin to be fragile, and you can use the tip for certain small pry jobs. That's what you're getting, guys. I mean, it looks fancier than that, but that's what you're getting. You're getting a modern-day recreation of a very old keychain tool that had the same type of tip with a bottle opener feature as well. You're not really getting anything else, but for what you're getting, this is nice. I mean, if you want to EDC a titanium pry bar, why EDC an ugly one? And for people who are like, well, I mean, it's nice, but why would I carry it? It's not that useful. Actually, it is, because you can use it as a knife pick. Back during your grandfather's day, where every man carried a slip joint knife, since a slip joint doesn't really have a lock mechanism, they were intentionally made very horribly stiff to open and close as a safety feature. So people actually carried knife picks. Normally, this was, well, imagine a rifle bullet with a round nose, flattened, made out of metal, circular lanyard hole, and the tip of that rounded, flattened bullet, that wasn't really a bullet because it was just one piece of flat metal. Well, you took that tip and you inserted it into the nail nick and you opened your slip joint knife. And you can still do that today. Here's a multi-tool I recently got in the mail. Yes, I will be reviewing this, but oh my goodness, everything on it is ridiculously stiff to open. Like, you need something like this. Yeah. Let me show you. Take this, and let's see. Okay, here's the can opener feature. Not sure if you can see that. It does have a nail nick, and you're going to horribly break your nail if you try using it that way. So use this as a knife pick. Put that in there. There you go. Right up against that nail nick, and now you can open it easily. Now just imagine that this is a slip joint pocket knife blade. Horribly stiff to open, but horribly stiff to close, so it won't accidentally close on your fingers too easily. Very important. As you can see, even today, useful. This is a modern day titanium pry bar used with a modern day multi-tool. There you go. Still useful. And yes, that is a big reason why I do recommend EDCing something like this. If you have a handy multi-tool that is just brutalizing your nails or your fingers and is just too stiff to open, too frustrating, use something like this. Heck yeah. So it looks good. It works well for what it was designed to do. I recommend it. The Otacle 2 by O-Knife, which No, actually by Olight, the flashlight company. I do recommend it for what it is if you're looking for something like this. All right, guys, that's it for today. Have a good one. Please stay safe. And yeah, life is just too short to carry ugly EDC gear. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.